Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Friday, and I'm coming to you. I wasn't going to do a review for Cutting It in ATL, and I was not going to do a review for Jim and Chrissy because I really felt like they weren't very good episodes. But I thought about it, and I've been getting some comments on other shows that I'm reviewing. And thank you, Yasmin, for definitely for all your feedback that you've been giving. Cause man, you be on point on some things, and I do appreciate you doing that. But y'all, this week I have had my first week, and this might not seem like much to y'all, but it is to me. With 400 views on one of my on Power, 200 on the halves and the half, over 200 on the halves and the have-nots, over 400 for Power. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm out there reaching. My subscribers are growing, so I appreciate that. And if you're watching these, if you one of those 400 viewers and you're not a subscriber, please join the family. Please, please join Struggle Bear in his struggle. Okay, but this is Jim and Chrissy. Vow Forever, and I don't know what the episode is called, and I really don't know. But this is the second episode of their little series on their little wedding thing that they're doing. And the reason why I wasn't going to do anything with it because the storyline is old. They've been together for 12 years. If Momma Jones ain't a part on board or whatever, and she's still going, and Chrissy's still going through that, then that's an issue. Because there ain't no way in the world that I would be in a relationship for 12 years and me and the mama don't get along. And you and Jim, you supposed to be so close to your mom and all this type of stuff. If I mean, enough is enough, Nancy. I mean, you doing too much, and I know it's all for show, and I know they gotta have something, a storyline to go with. But I mean, what? I mean, you gonna come to the house, you sleeping on the couch, you got your. First of all, this is where when I sit there and say these reality shows are not reality because they are nothing but fake and fiction. She got her lingerie hanging up in the bathroom. Bitch! What the fuck your old motherfucker wrinkled ass got some motherfucking lingerie. Who are you wearing it for? I know you don't do. You can. Your outfits that you wear, you're not wearing. That's. Stop it. Stop it. Come up with something else. You could have came up with she left the kitchen dirty. You could have came up with a whole bunch of stuff. But that whole lingerie thing, I mean, even dirty clothes. But that just kind of just threw me off, and I was like, ugh. Don't get me wrong, because y'all know I was talking about my coworker. Her son came home or whatever, and I was having him. Um, the reason why she said, I mean, how he even came to be that he was coming over to my place, and I even had the opportunity because she said she wanted to be running around the house naked with her men's, and I mean that thought of that, that was way back 25, 26 years ago, just made me nauseous because anyway, she was about Nancy's age or older. So, and I really can't say that I'm doing this review because of no trade. I told you this is my show. I do it for Jim. He was in here. He fucked up, and I'm gonna tell y'all how he fucked up. And I'm in the review right now, so I ain't no. Let's get started because this is just how this review is gonna go. Because I wasn't gonna give one. But so Nancy leaving her shit all around the house and stuff, and it's annoying Chrissy. No, Chrissy, this ain't nothing new. Ain't like she ain't. I mean, when she come in town or whatever, even when y'all was living, when you had your little show, this it ain't nothing new that she's always been intrusive. So I don't understand why you don't know how to deal with her yet. This whole y'all men fits and y'all on the same page by the end of the season or whatever, and y'all done come to terms. But then it all falls apart every single time that y'all come back on, and that's where y'all back to ground. See, come on now, there has got to been some type of progress by now. It's been 12 years and it's been 5 years since y'all done been on TV. I mean, I don't y'all. I know y'all done missed that check, and you go, Nancy. She was right up her alley. Shit, I'm gonna act a motherfucking fool. She don't have no problems with it because you know what? Sometimes I'll be like, yo, I be telling my cousin, won't you go on Maury? We can get that free trip to Chicago, and I'll come up on that joint, and I will clown. That bitch knows she ain't the best. You know that type of shit. I'll do that motherfucking shit for a free trip. So just imagine what you would do if you get a paycheck. Yeah, you want me to act a fool? I'm gonna act a fool. But that's basically all this is. It's not reality TV. It's entertainment. And either you this is the type of entertainment that you like, or it's not, or the type of entertainment that you don't like. But you ain't gonna be sick. I mean, you just gotta have this. Got to be your cup of tea. And I mean, I'm in it for a different reason. I'm in it because I'm tired of seeing the females walking around at the what's the name, and that's kind of what blows me on this whole episode because it was no eye candy besides just Jim. And I just want to sit there and say this to Chrissy. You got all your little fly girls, Tiffany and the other girl, your girlfriends. Where you get Jonathan's motherfucking white ass from? That yeah. Bitch, why you sit there and give me a ringy ding? Cause you need to have a fly ass motherfucking goddamn. If you gonna have a sister, you need to have somebody fly. Why you got to have some white? Ain't and she whatever. Come on now, Jonathan. Look. I know I look better than Jonathan ass. I mean, shoot, let me go on. Okay, let me go shopping with you for the watches and the jewelries and all the things go in because I want to be that little tag along shit. I like a girlfriend who got some coins and she said, "Come on, bitch, let's go motherfucking to the store, bitch. You buy, I got you, bitch, and we off and we running, okay." It could be a bitch, nigga, or it could be a bitch. I don't even care. So, Chrissy is planning to, I mean, set up an appointment for the wedding planner, and I already knew this was gonna go so left, okay. All right, I mean, so she told Jim, and I mean, and Jim seemed like he seemed like he on board. He said, "I know this is important to you, because you know, really, that's not his thing. You know, I mean, he ain't into that. I'll pay for it. Tell me what the bill is. I got it. You go ahead and do your thing. I mean, this is what you wanted. I mean, I want to get married, but if it's important to you for me to, first of all, I mean, if it's important for me to be there, I'm gonna be there." Now, Chrissy, first of all, why do you want him there? He ain't gonna really give you no feedback. He ain't gonna really be into this. I mean, are you trying to make him into a bitch? Because he's not a bitch. And I mean, you got a man, and a man ain't trying to go there and pick out table. I mean, table linen and what. But he's not trying. He don't care about that. As long as he's saying, "I got the bill." Bitch, you should just go in and be like Wilma and say charge it, and let me just go ahead and do whatever I want to do. It ain't no problems with it. I mean, even don't think like a man when um 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 um, um what is her name? Oh, what is her name? Gabrielle Union. When her boyfriend, she went to redecorate that house, and she was like, "Well, I want to get your opinion." He said, whatever, I don't got time for all that. You go ahead and do it." And that bitch sat there and she had the bed come in, a decorator and all that type of shit. And that's what Chrissy needs to do. Don't try to sit there. I mean, I know you're trying to do the little, we did this together. Pick that at the end towards where maybe when it's the cake testing time. Now that you might want him to be there, but all the little minute details or whatever that you and the wedding planner are gonna do, you being unreasonable. So he's supposed to be there at 4 o'clock. Well, he go out with Zeke. Now, y'all, I will say this. I'll come up a little bit closer. I will say this. Zeke is not the it's his body. Zeke got a body for your motherfucking ass. His face ain't bad. And I mean, that Zeke was the only little eye candy that I had this week, but he on some motherfucking goddamn okey doke shit. He's like the motherfucking goddamn scrub in the car, but I don't know because he got corn because he was making some shit rain. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But him and Zeke went out for drinks, and he was like, Chrissy wants me to go do this wedding plan thing. He said, "Man, don't." He said, "No, you tripping. You tripping. Why you gonna Why you gonna sit there and do that? Cause you know you gonna get there. She gonna want white, you gonna want blue. Y'all gonna end up arguing before the wedding even gets started. Just let her go ahead and take care of that. Like, Jim's like, yeah, man, I'm not feeling this fucking shit. Now Chrissy goes and sees Ellie, and I thought Ellie was the girl, but Ellie is the Jim's manager, or some Jim's has something to do with Jim like that. And his wife Gina, bad bitch, and Chrissy went past there because they married. Their marriage is very strong. And so she went to tell her the news that Jim proposed and she accepted, and about Momma Jones being there and how she's causing all this rift in between them because she's coming in trying to take over and do whatever she wants to do. And she was like, girl, I want to be at that wedding. You just got me. This gonna be issues and everything ain't gonna go smooth. But that's a good man. He's ready. I think he's ready to sit there and settle down. So she gave her that advice. Well, when Jim Jones and Zeke was at the restaurant having drinks or whatever, he's telling about the wedding planner, how he's supposed to go the next day at 4. Um, L called, talking about he was going out on the boat. And so he was like, man, I got some cigars for you. Well, I'm gonna meet you there. Now, see, I don't know nothing about no wedding planner the next day. He just called Jim up so that they can go hang out. And a whole bunch of niggas on the boat. I didn't really see none of that was making me like, cause L's a little fat little doughboy. Now, don't get me wrong. If he got the coins right there and he went to treat a bitch right, maybe. I'm not saying, but he would be way, 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 way down on the list. And it would be me, 2 blunts in, and 3 three big Ciroc straight. And I'll be like, damn, you fat little motherfucking doughboy, you look as sexy as a motherfucker to me. Y'all don't know how I get what I get to. Listen, if I sit there and make a frog look like he's a prince in my eyes, I'll be like, But anyway, he was so Chrissy blowing up his phone because now Chrissy with the wedding planner, and I knew he was. I mean, first of all, when he was saying that he told Elle he was gonna go on the boat, I already said, well, how you gonna do that? You got the wedding planner. I already knew he was gonna skip the wedding planner, and he was gonna go on the boat. But Chrissy's blowing him up, and he ain't gonna answer the phone because he on the boat. So how he gonna explain where he at? So it's not no peace and quiet because she gonna hear him out there on the ocean or whatever. And I mean, you'll be able to pick up on that sound. So he ain't picking up the phone. So I mean, and he got a conscience, and that's the reason why I know he's ready to get married, because even though he fucked up and he didn't go to that rehearsal. I mean, not the rehearsal, but the wedding planner meeting. He knew that he had fucked up. And you know what? And niggas, I mean, some niggas just would have went on the boat and wouldn't even thought nothing about it. Would have came in and like Soldier Boy on Love. He came in there like, what the fuck? What's wrong with you? I'm gonna write the check. But Jim at least has a heart, and is fucking with him because he does fuck with Chrissy. And so it's not like he's doing this shit and not even think. I mean, even though if you know that you're fucking that you're not right, then why are you doing it? But you get all caught up. I mean, you the nigga that you is. But L checked me. He said, Jim, I ain't with you on this because if I did it, Gina would have my head. And I mean, that's what you gotta do. I mean, it's not like y'all new to this. Y'all been living together for 12 years. Why can't you just give her some respect? So she embarrassed, and she get Tiffany and her other 2 girlfriends, other girlfriend, and then Jonathan. I mean, that little white bitch. And I'm like, why is he on here? I mean, you could have somebody a little bit. I don't know why on these reality shows they don't have no fine. I mean, they gonna have little girlfriends and sissies and kiki partners, and, whatever. What you gonna have? Why can't there ever be anybody cute? Either they over feminine and it's girl, and you just look at them and you just know you got Brandon, you got what's in it. Ugh, ugh, ugh. I mean, I can't stand some of these sissies on TV. I really cannot. And they always their girlfriends are just always the worst ones. I mean, you can't have no cute ones. I mean, I know I am. I could do it. I could be your road dog. But no, they on there picking up the little, and I know this is it's going to these sissies' head. I mean, it's, and y'all, I'm a part of the damn community, but so I mean, I'm gonna talk about it. Now, I mean, if y'all out there and y'all part of it, you know how it is. You know, I mean, how some people are. You just know how it is. But I mean, I'm not gonna name no names. You told no which name I haven't told through Brandon out there. But anyway, I'm gonna leave that shit alone. But so they looking at Rollies and jewelry, I mean watches and stuff, and they just do once again fake shopping. She said, I'm just running to take my mind off the thing and do some shopping. I'm like, bitch, I didn't see you purchase anything. If you did purchase something, they might even came in with bags, but you know what? She just, I don't know. I mean, what you ain't impressed me because you up in there. I mean, I don't even know if it's your money. What do you do? I mean, we got all these lines and stuff that all these businesses that y'all do, but nobody don't know nothing about them. But I'm not in your pockets because I'm broke as a motherfucker, so I ain't even gonna get into what you got and could you afford it and all. I don't even care about that. So Mama, so I'm thinking Jim was supposed to say, turn the boat around. No, he don't. He don't. I mean, nigga know he's fucking up, and he's saying that he knows he fucked up, and everything else, but everybody else, and they'll talk about, well, when you go home, you don't tell her you was with me. We gonna get back to that right there, because I want y'all to remember that part. So Mama Jones and Zeke is in there cleaning up the kitchen or whatever, and then she start cooking, and he's like, we should have a party. And y'all, I don't know what type of party this was because I said, okay, if he's having a party and Mom Jones is saying down, he's gonna have some guys over there for the girls, even if there's gonna be a lot of strippers or whatever that was over there. It was just Zeke and all these strippers that then showed up, and he making it rain and just having the dollars go everywhere. Mom Jones picking it up off the ground too, and she's taking some, and she said, I got paid, and I ain't even have to take no clothes off. But she was the only. I mean, he was the only nigga that there was no other man. And I said this show was for me. All them bitches walking around in their little bikinis and shit up, thongs up in the ass and all that motherfucking bullshit. I don't want to see that motherfucking shit. This show is for me. I'm supposed to be seeing Jim Jones in there, like rubbing and flipping and grabbing on the stuff, and me getting all excited because of how they look. This show was supposed to be for me. So Chrissy gets home. Backyard acting like it's a teenage party with all strippers. And Chrissy gets home with her little entourage, and she come in and she sees the kitchen looking a little wrecked. She, but what's going on? She go to the back and said, but what's going on? She put all the long story short, because I'm gonna get off this video right now, y'all. She put all those motherfucking bitches out. Told Zeke, you ain't welcome in this house again. And she's telling Nancy, look, you just overstepping your boundaries, number one. Because you just disrespectful, and all that, and everything she was telling that. But Nancy just, I can't get with mothers that think because that's my son, I can do whatever I want to do. Is that how you raise them up? What type of character are you when you sit there and carry yourself like that? You're a mother. I mean, and it's all good that you're a mother that turns up, and I mean, I would love it, Nancy. But Nancy, you got to have respect for your son and his fiance. How can you not do that? I mean, you ain't setting no example for nobody. You talking about they ain't ready. Bitch, when they gonna be ready? They've been together for 12 years. You might as well have put a ring on it. So anyway, I want to know what y'all's opinion. Jasmine, you always give me your advice right now. This actually review is just because you have been supporting me and commenting and doing everything. It's for everybody else too. I want people out there to subscribe to my channel. I want y'all to comment with me. The subscribers are growing. I do appreciate that. But what I think that y'all sleeping on, y'all need to watch Queen Sugar. Okay, because I know it's a new series, and some people might not even know about it because I didn't even know about it until I seen it was in place of Greenleaf. I had no clue. Like I said, I don't be following all the entertainment news, but don't sleep on Queen Sugar because that is going to be a very good episode. Just like I didn't sleep on Greenleaf. So if you haven't watched it, watch my reviews. But you cannot start watching it from episode 3, which is going to be the next episode. You got to go back and watch episode 1 and 2 so that you can get the backdrop on what's actually going to be going on in the episode. But I look forward to seeing more people view Queen Sugar, and I'll talk to y'all soon.